Deep in the heart of a sunny backyard, a little girl named Inara was playing. Suddenly, she heard a sound. Inara froze. She didn't like that sound. It meant a bee was nearby, and bees were scary. She hid behind a giant, floppy green leaf, but the bee wasn't looking for Inara at all. His name was Ziggy. Ziggy was a very fuzzy bee with bright yellow and black stripes made of soft clay. He had a pair of tiny, shimmering wings that flapped so fast they were a blur. Ziggy had a very important job to do today. Ziggy landed on a daisy right in front of Inara. He didn't look mean. He looked like he was wearing a tiny, fuzzy sweater. Inara peeked out from behind her leaf. Ziggy looked up and gave a little wiggle. He wasn't trying to scare her. He was just happy to be working. "Why are you visiting the flowers?" Inara whispered. Ziggy flew to a bright red tulip. He crawled deep inside, his little bottom sticking out. He was busy drinking sweet nectar, which is like a delicious juice box for bees. It gives them all the energy they need to fly. When Ziggy crawled out of the tulip, he looked very silly. He was covered in bright yellow dust. That's pollen. Ziggy seemed to hum. The yellow dust stuck to his fuzzy legs like gold glitter. He needed to carry this dust to the next flower to help the garden grow. Inara stood up slowly. She realized Ziggy wasn't interested in her at all. He was like a tiny gardener with wings. "Are you helping the flowers?" she asked. Ziggy buzzed a happy yes and looped the loop through the air, heading toward the vegetable patch. Ziggy landed on a tiny white flower. In the strawberry patch, he rubbed some of his yellow pollen onto the flower. "Without bees like me," Ziggy's buzz seemed to say, this flower would never turn into a juicy red strawberry. Inara looked at all the fruit in the garden. She saw the apples, the raspberries, and the big orange pumpkins. She realized that Ziggy and his friends were the reason her favorite snacks existed. They weren't scary. They were the most important helpers on Earth. Inara wanted to be a helper too. She found a small stone and put a single drop of water on it for Ziggy to drink. Ziggy flew down and landed right next to her hand. He took a tiny sip, his wings resting quietly for a moment. Inara didn't feel scared anymore. Now, whenever Inara hears she smiles. She knows it's just Ziggy or one of his friends out doing their chores. The garden is a busy, happy place, and Inara is glad to share it with her tiny, fuzzy, striped partners. Thanks for watching. See you soon.